Okay, hello. Welcome to episode number 32, the importance of having a work life balance. I am Joshua Shoemaker, CMO of Everlasting Creators, and on behalf of my lovely wife and CEO of Everlasting Creators, uh, we welcome you to the show again. It's episode number 32. And again, like I said, we welcome you. We welcome you to our community. We are glad to have you. I did it again. Somehow I am not getting, how about this? Let's just open preview. I don't know why we're open in preview, but, oh, there we go. I got it. That's what happens. I say it all the time. So anyhow, you can join us live every night, Monday through Saturday at 8 o'clock. Sorry if my voice was a little far away. Um, can join us live on our Facebook page, but more importantly, we recommend that you join our group so that you can get over there. You can join free, get free content. Um, you know, so my question to you tonight is, and on every live stream, and we got the sleeve here. I'm gonna move this out. I don't like that in the view of things. How's that? So, are you new to the digital marketing world? Are you an expert somewhere in between? We have no clue. The only way we know is when you join the group and add value to the group. For one, number two, there is 3 questions you can answer, and that'll let us know what is going on where you are. But either way, you're at the right place at the right time if you're looking for innovative ideas and want no BS. Innovated, for those of you who don't know, is thinking outside the box. And that's what entrepreneurs do. We talked about that last night. You have to be able to think outside the box in order to get the edge on digital marketing, internet marketing, or whatever your niche may be. Um, So, but you can find out inside our Facebook group, and inside the group we have such things as some the most valuable free tools that we use. We know that works, and we know that's what you need. How to use social media properly. Our preferred pick for live streaming, which is our top pick for live streaming is StreamYard. So I'm just going to kind of cover that right now. And that is our top pick. We love StreamYard. StreamYard has uh, been really innovated, thinking outside the box, moving forward with their platform, updates and stuff, good updates and secure updates. I want to say updates that you know that will work. We put the link in there, and yes, we are affiliate of StreamYard, so we do get compensation if you click on that link. We greatly appreciate it. We have at least, I think we're up to 30, at least 35, maybe 40 guides that you can grab over in our group in PDF form. Uh, 365 days of content posts. Uh, One of the big things I talk about is mindset. And I feel that mindset is very, very important. If you don't have the proper mindset, or you're having, the other thing that you'll struggle with, if you're struggling in your relationship, it kind of affects everything too. Um, I don't know, we live in a different world than we used to. So But, so, what I want to say to you, here's the deal. You've been doing shit all wrong, okay? And, I mean, I just don't know no other simple way to put it. Is there's only about 5 steps, but you got to be consistent with them. And it's not building some massive product. And you're not going to make millions of dollars selling that 795 product either. Okay? Okay, you're going to make some money, don't get me wrong. But you're not going to make the money you need. And then if you create that product, you got to create it over and over and over and over again every month in order to get the same amount of income. Okay? There's other ways to do that. Uh, I've, excuse me, whew, something got my eye there. Um, but here's what you're going to know is that your husband, your wife, your spouse, or whatever is going to be pissed off when they found out how easy it is, and if you would stay consistent for at least 6 to 8 months, I'd say 8 months um, to a year would even be good. But and you think, oh wow, well you go to your job every day, so you can still go to a job and you can still work this. Well, Josh, I don't have enough time. I don't have family. Blah blah blah. Well, then you stay stuck where you're at because you need to find the time to move forward to where you're at, to get to where I should say not to where you're at, to where you want to be. Um, Again, you can catch us over in our Facebook group right here at Everlasting Creators. And if you're finding any value of anything that we've have posted or anything on this webinar or live stream, whatever you want to call it, uh, I'm running in the webinar version, but it's still live. We're trying some different things, and StreamYard opened up the webinar platform. But you can right here in our group, you can go over there and get that uh, thing. And the other thing I want you to notice too is you notice how we have the pretty little link there, and that's what that's called. You're not looking at an affiliate link that says, "Hey, you know, Everlasting Creators, Joshua 31457, StreamYard, exclamation point, blah, 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 blah." And what I'm trying to say is pretty little links can make that happen. You can install the plugin on your WordPress site. And here's the link to that. That's another tool that we use right there. If you have any trouble with any of the links, please let us know right away. Shoot me a DM and say, "Hey, Josh, that link's not working. We'd like to be able to get this off of you. That'd be great. We appreciate you. We are thankful for everything you're doing." So, the importance of having a work balance, life balance. Okay, and so I just kind of hit that. For some reason, oh, I'm sorry. I have up the wrong. Uh, we're supposed to be on episode. Something's messed up here. Can you just. You have to give me 1 second. We should be on episode 32. Yes. I was on the wrong episode. 32 was supposed to be the secrets to grow your business quickly. I don't know what happened to that, but let me get. Oh my gosh, that's blocking a pop up. Open. There we go. Got it. So let me play catch up here. For some reason, well, what had happened was, and everybody knows that I was out sick. And so, anyhow, today we are going to do the work life balance. I'll have to switch up and figure out what happened to the other one because I didn't do that one. They're kind of messed up. Uh, so what does that mean? Uh, so here's what I'm gonna say. That term, work life balance, has yet to lose its buzz in the last few years. Okay, it's partially due to the dominating presence of millenniums in the workforce. Okay, uh, for example, employers have been putting on a tremendous effort trying to determine the best way to appeal to the millennial worker. With millennial generation workers projected to take up to 75% of the workforce by 2025. Many think, a lot of experts, they kind of think that you need to redefine what work life balance looks like. And that's why you're seeing a lot of work at home kind of stuff, or work at home a day or two. Uh, if you're pregnant, you work at home for this longer periods of time and come in here and there. There's a lot of, I want to say, there's a lot of things that they're trying to do. And um, in order to, so how does this kind of fall into digital marketing, internet marketing, online business? Because here's the deal: if you're working a job, okay, outside of your house, you have to be able to balance that with your entrepreneur mindset, because maybe your job is, and no pun intended, maybe your job is working at Sheets, Burger King, McDonald's, anything like that. Okay. And so, what I'm trying to tell you is, maybe those are the only skills you have. And we need all kinds of different people with different skills. But then when you come home, you have to be consistent for your online business if you want to get away from that style of work, or to create a better life for yourself. So, when I use the word employer, I want you to understand that it has to do with both things. Okay, they both intertwine with each other. Um, and to keep your your work life balanced, uh, it's important because it keeps a healthy work environment. Okay, if you're all stressed out and shit, then that's, you know, it helps reduce the stress, uh, prevent burnout in the workplace. And so I say in the workplace and there because you might be staying up late trying to build your online business, but then getting up early in the morning because you got to go in and open up the restaurant or whatever it may be, factory line, anything. You've heard John Thornhill tell his story. He's one of the big internet gurus. He's told his story where he worked in a factory and made doors and did the same thing in and out. You know, but he built a massive online business. So is Omar Martin. Um, that him and Melinda tell their story. You know how they were dead ass broke. Okay, they went to door. I mean, he had the selling part because they already were doing that part, but he had to have the thing. You know, he he had to figure things out. We all had to figure it out. Right now, you got it made. Um, I have it made. You know, all of us have it made now. it's it's so much easier now with social media and things like that, that it can be done a lot faster, a lot quicker. You can throw a website together real quick. Too much stress, excuse me, over a long period of time, you get burnout. Uh, here's what I've noticed in society: we have less people that want to work, but people that want to work are getting burned out because the employers are trying to use them and working overtime and stuff. So you have a higher risk, though, of getting burnout and trying to build your online business. But you got to try to stay focused, and you have to balance those things. It's very important. And you also have to have a little bit of you time to keep your sanity. So that's why, like, for us, like Sundays, uh no work. Okay, that's the way it is. That's what we've chose. Maybe it's Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday for you. Um, but all I'm saying is that's what we chose. One day that nothing. Okay, and sometimes I know the weekends come and everybody wants to. Oh yeah, it's Friday. Oh, some of us work Monday through Friday, and blah blah blah. Yeah, thank God it's Friday. Everybody always says, well, some people still have to work. So, you know, just understand you need to balance it out. So, what is work life balance? When digging deep into a balanced lifestyle, it would kind of look something similar to this. I've found that most people end up describing things like make a bigger impact on work in the world, but without sacrificing your personal healthy happiness. And that's what I'm kind of getting at is you need to pay attention to your own well-being too. Okay, having a positive impact on your kids' lives, being present in the moment with actual space to think. Sometimes you do need to. It's good to meditate, uh, pray, whatever it may be that you need to do. uh, Listen to some music with some headphones on for a half hour. I recommend like Beethoven classical music, something like that. It really relaxes the mind. Beethoven, and Beethoven's really good at that. In that classical music. You think it's crazy, but I'm telling you, it works. So prioritizing what's important. We've kind of I've went away from this. Chet Holmes and the ultimate, I think it's the ultimate sales machine, spoke about this prioritizing things. You need to find what you need to do is create a list of about 6 things. Okay, tackle the biggest one first. Give it a time limit. Set a time, 1 hour, whatever it may be, whatever you can devote to that. If you don't get that big thing done, then you work on it again the next day. Okay, and then you work on the easier things. We get it all wrong because what happens is we 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 procrastinate. We're going to say, "Oh, I'm going to do this thing, these easy things," and then all of a sudden, the big thing never gets no attention. But it usually the big thing is the most important thing. So having strong boundaries and enforcing them, and let go of trying to do it all. Okay, you might be able to find somebody to do something for you for a little bit of nothing, or a friend or somebody, a kid. Our kids are really good in video and things like that. Um, Video marketing is a thing. Being live, consistently going live. Uh, Tonight I was late. I was you know, doing a couple things that I needed to get done. It's not that the live stream wasn't important, but Sometimes, when you're doing something, that extra 5 minutes completes it, but it takes, if you let it go, it takes a half an hour to get started again. Okay. So I hope that kind of makes sense to you. Um, but uh, so, what you need to know to create a more balanced life is, if you want to create a more balanced life, then you must first understand uh, why work-life balance is important. Okay, you got to understand how important that is. That this is like a key, and I preach about this all the time: mindset, mindset, mindset. And that's part of this. That your work-life balance is part of your mindset, um, because it's difficult to create something that you don't understand. And a warning: creating a more balanced lifestyle isn't easy. Okay. Um, it requires work. Okay. And you're going to struggle and you're going to fail, but you'll figure it out. But once you do figure it out, but it requires you to truly prioritize stuff, and drop the rest. And that's why I say, uh, and Chet Holmes has been very good at this, that you need to just pick 6 things. Maybe 3 things is all you can handle. I don't know. I'm not you. Take a notebook. Um, Melinda Martin said this one time on a webinar, how she likes to write things down. And as I was listening to her, it does make sense. We are so technologically advanced that a lot of times we put it all in the computer and then we forget about it. But if you have a notepad and you just say, okay, this, okay, I'm gonna walk the dog. I'm gonna do, or I shouldn't say walk the dog. I'm going to build this graphic. I'm going to go live tonight, and I need to, um, I don't know, add some content. So pick the thing, the live thing. You're going to schedule it for that time. That's the biggest one, but you can do the other 2 things. I should have maybe used the example live. Um, but, and then you can cross it off. I'm done. Done did it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And I say that too for myself. Like, I'm supposed to be doing TikToks every night at 7 o'clock. And I have fallen way behind on that. There's no excuse. But it just lets you know that you don't have to be perfect. Okay. When you start feeling burnout, sometimes you got to drop things off and prioritize. So to me, is the TikTok important? Yes, it is, but the live stream is more important because I provide you with more valuable content. You get to hear my voice. You get to see that, hey, this is no BS kind of crap that's going on. You get to understand. You get to see me personally and know that it's just not somebody blowing smoke up your ass. Okay. So you need to take control over your career path and your simplify your life. So sometimes we get caught in this rut. Oh, we come home, I'm going to take a nap, and then I'm going to cook supper, and then I'm going to watch some TV and do this. So you can find time to do things like, is really watching TV that important? Okay, instead of an hour nap, can you just take 30 minutes? Okay, or a 2 hour nap. I should take 2 hour nap. I think I find that an hour nap is good for your body because it takes you probably about 15 minutes to really get to sleep, and then you'll get about a half hour sleep, and then you'll wake up if you set an alarm. But that half hour is vital to your well-being. Um, why is work-life balance is important for everyone? We've been covering a lot of different things. So before we get into all the reasons why life is about balance, I'll get it out. Balance is important. I want to make something clear about who work life balance is for before I find that most people think it's something only, or at least mostly, women want. Like, for example, they want the guy home. Okay, they want to spend more time with their kids. Okay, but if that's not true, okay, I've found that men value the balance just as much as women do. The difference is the language that we use. You know, I've studied a lot of self help. You know, what is that? Women are, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, or vice versa. And it's so true. Women are emotionally driven, men are sexually driven. Imagine that. Okay. Women are, I say most women, I think, look at the future like my wife will say, we got to go to this party at such and such time. I was like, when is that? That's like December 27th. And guys are like, you do realize today is only the 6th? So most of us guys, we live in the moment, but we see the future, ladies. We truly do. And it's not that it's not important, and it's not that you're not important, but understand that men think different than women. Okay, it's just true. There's just no simple way around it. Um, so 10 reasons why your work life balance is important. Okay. Reason number one is work life balance means less stress. Okay. Workplace stress is the fifth biggest reason cause of death. That's astronomical in the United States. In addition, a quarter of Americans identify their job as their number one source of stress. Think about that. That's why it's important for you to build the business so you can do something that you're happy with and you can get away from the job. Because when you do what you love and you're passionate about, it's not a job anymore. It's fun. And the other thing I learned, it's called The Secret, is that studies have found that watching comedy is a great healer. So you need to laugh. I remember, it's been 20, well, maybe not quite 20, 15 years ago. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But what my old boss, he was a retired state trooper. His name was Ed Miller. God love him. God rest his soul. One day, I was something happened, and I was just laughing. And he looked at me and he said, this isn't funny. What the hell are you laughing at? I said, whoa, 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 wait a minute. That gets rid of my frustration. And he went, oh, okay, I get it. Now he got it right away. Um, the importance of laughter. The biggest problem, most people think that they have no choice but that's not true. Okay. In the beginning, when you're building your business, you're going to struggle. Okay. You're definitely going to struggle, and it's going to take some time. Remember that the work life balance is ultimately created through your choices. Everything, whatever you think, here's what I say. If you put trash in, trash out. Same thing up here in your brain. Okay. If you start thinking positive, great things will happen. Okay. Understand that. Good things will happen. So, um, by agreeing to take on more work when you don't have the capacity or not delegating work, uh, you're creating more stress for yourself. Okay. Don't take on something just because you feel bad. You got to get over that part. And a lot of people do that. Here are the choices that you could start making for yourself to relieve a lot of your stress and anxiety. Say no to things that aren't priorities. Delegate and delegate and delegate. Okay. Choosing to do things that are priorities and letting go of the non-priorities. We just kind of went over that. Prioritizing your own well-being. Those are just a couple things that you can do. Number two, work-life balance will improve your mental health. One of the biggest reasons why work-life balance is important relates to your mental health is when you feel balanced, you're more capable of dealing with negative emotions and thoughts. And I hope that kind of makes sense. Some of this stuff is common sense. The human brain isn't meant to feel stressed out under pressure all of the time. So, creating a balance in your life gives you breathing space to think, which allows your subconscious mind, which I speak about this all the time, thoughts to bubble up to the surface. Okay. And that's good for your mental health because it allows you to become more self aware, um, so that you can deal with them in a healthy way and not a bad way. We all have triggers that are subconscious in our head. Maybe something happened to us when we we're childhood. And I don't recommend you use that kind of shit for somebody to feel bad for you. Okay. Because let me tell you something, somebody's always been worse off than you. So get over whatever happened to you. And I'm sorry, I'm going to piss some people off. Get over whatever happened to you years ago. Joel Osteen used to say this: when you look in your rearview mirror, the mirror is very small. That is your past. When you look out the windshield, that is your future. So think about that. Look at the size of your rearview mirror and look at the size of your windshield. It's like a speck. If you really put it in perspective, it is a speck. But what I'm trying to say is those subconscious triggers, if you're all stressed out, pretty soon you start thinking bad thoughts and stuff. Your subconscious mind starts eating with you. This way, when you have a healthy mindset, your life is balanced a little more. You can deal with those thoughts. Okay. Garrett White teaches, body being balanced business. Okay. Very, very important. He teaches those four aspects. Highly, highly intelligent man, Garrett White. He's an overcomer. He's an overachiever, but he can be an overachiever because has he's in control of his mindset and the things that happen in his life and and what he prioritizes things. Um, so so how do you do that? You use regular exercise designed to help increase self awareness, Meditation, I told you that. Um, there's other reasons. You can, I think there's a book made, I think it's called 5 Minute Stress Solutions. Google it. Probably get it for free. Somebody's probably done put it out there for free. Um, it contains, if I remember correctly, it contains science-backed exercises for processing those emotions for a healthier mindset. Uh, I'm pretty sure. Again, that's a uh, 5 minute. I said, yeah, you can get a free copy of it. I think you just Google that in there. I'm not going to look at it. You guys got to learn to do a little bit yourself too. I can't do everything for you. I'm just messing around with you, but it's just thing. So number three, having a balance. Uh, uh, balance means better physical health. Part of creating a balance for yourself includes taking care of your physical health. And yes, that are things like eating healthy, like, quit going to McDonald's every day. Well, oh, I'm sorry. I do not like McDonald's if y'all do. I'm more of a Burger King, Wendy's fan. Um, Reducing your sugar and alcohol intake. Sugars are very bad for yourself. My wife, she used to do that a lot, man, dumping a lot of sugar in her coffee and shit. I'd be like, holy shit. um, Healthier sleep habits. Go to bed every night at the same time, wake up every day at the same time. I recommend 8 to 9 hours sleep. For me, I can run on, I'm more of a 4 to 6 hour person. Uh, and that only lasts so long, and then it has to be changed. And regular exercise, even if it's a couple push ups, sit ups, going for a walk, whatever it may be. Those are things that are very important for the physical part of your body. Um, your work life balance enhances your ability to be present. One of the biggest complaints I hear from new clients is their inability to be present, both at home and at work. So what that kind of looks like is your mind feels like it's always on racing and cluttering thoughts that can sometimes be difficult to decipher. Always thinking about work when you're with your family and friends. How many of us are like that? Which then leads to constantly checking your email, worrying about what's going on in your personal life when you're trying to work. So, how many of us actually have that stress problem? Number five, being balanced improves your relationships. Working too much means less times with those that you love, but it also means less quality time with them too. And it's pretty difficult to present and give others your full attention when you're exhausted or overwhelmed. A balanced lifestyle means more time with your family and friends that's high quality. Okay. Imagine, let's see, imagine what that, with relationships. Additionally, think about how it will affect your outlook, both generally generally and in your career. So number six, balanced lifestyle is increases engagement at work. So if you can balance everything out, so here's kind of an example. So basically, we'll use a job as an example. That when employees are happy and feel motivated by their job, they are more likely to be loyal and engaged. It's a fact. Nobody wants to go to work and be miserable. Nobody wants to go to work and be treated unfairly. Nobody wants to go to work and see that this guy's over here, this guy or gal's over here loafing, but yet they're making $20 an hour and you're over here busting your butt and getting 16. Your boss is watching. Nobody wants to do that shit. Okay. So being engaged is about feeling committed. So on the job, being committed to something that you do your best at. Engaged employees are often involved in are involved in enthusiastic about and committed to their work. But according to Gallup, oh my gosh, Gallup, 34% of U.S. workers are engaged. That's like 66% are not engaged. That's awful. Okay, that's the other important reason why you need to balance this thing and start your business and get going. So here, just a quick little break. This is a commercial interruption. If you are finding any value in anything that I'm talking about, could you please like and share, comment below our Facebook page and group? We greatly appreciate it. Done. Number 7, work-life balance increase. Yeah. The work-life balance also increases creative thinking. Period. I hear the puppies. They must be, yeah, barking at something. Who knows what the heck they're barking at? It's getting a little old. I was gonna have to get on get on them little puppies now. We love the puppies. Well, matter of fact, we don't have a puppy in the house tonight. I call them puppies because they're little. So I mentioned this before, but it bears say again, the brain needs space to think. It's not meant to be consistently bombarded by people, social media, email, phone calls, and texts. Okay, so when you see people doing this all day long, this is just too much. Okay, way too much. Okay, it's awful how much time people spend on that social media and waste so much time doing nothing. Scroll, and then they expect to have a great relationship. Okay, couples expect to have a great relationship. You'll have one of the couple, let's say, for example, uh, I maybe look at my stuff a little bit, but my wife sits there for a half hour to an hour and just continues to scroll and watch stupid shit. That's not good for your brain. You just heard that, okay? I'm not making this shit up. It's not good for you. You need to balance that out. Period. Um, you need to keep. You need a space for clear thinking, so you can have creative thinking. So, number 8, balance makes more productivity. It's true. If you can balance things, say, okay, I'm going to be on social media for 10 minutes. Set an alarm on your phone, 10 minutes, and then get the hell off of it. So, everyone wants to be more productive. And that's the way you get more productive. It's like, okay, do I watch more TV or do I watch less so that I can get some things done in my business? Okay. In fact, most of my clients cite this as an outcome that they want from coaching, how to be more productive. And I said, well, what do you do today? Write down everything you do in a day for a couple days. Write down what you do and let me know. And I'll be like, wow, you said you only spend 15 minutes on TV. Bullshit. I don't believe it. Well, yeah. I only spending an hour a day on my phone. Really? An hour? Let's cut it back to a half hour. There's another half hour you can be doing something else productive. So contrary to what Many believe there are only so much benefits that you get from implementing a new time management strategy or productivity hack. Once you learn how to utilize the basic formula for better productivity, time management, new strategies won't help much. So, I hope you get what I'm trying to say there. Some of those things I'm not going to go into too detail for, but I'm just telling you, you need to constantly balance everything in your life. Number nine, real balance brings happiness and fulfillment. Okay, so a clear mindset will bring that. One of the big reasons why work life balance is important, even imperative, is for your own happiness and your own fulfillment. Okay, so you don't get burnout. Okay, balance is about feeling good about yourself. Okay, and being in control of your life. Do you ever just like be like, man, I'm sitting here doing, for example, let's just use this as an example. Man, I'm sitting here doing this live stream and I haven't spent no time with, my wife or, I didn't do this or I didn't do that, blah, blah, blah. So think about that. Um, it's, I mean, you're be more happier. I'm just saying that you're going to be more happier as long as you can learn to do that. Number 10, work life balance brings higher level of success. Okay, prioritizing things, getting things done, being consistent. And there's the other thing I want you to understand: being consistent on a daily basis as part of a well-being mind. When you know you're going to do this, and this every day at a certain time, that consistency is great for your mind. So, if career success is important to you and you believe that balance is synonymous with setting an anathema to success, I probably didn't say that right. I just picked that up. Usually, when I see stupid shit on my PowerPoint slides that we put on there, I'm just like, I'm not talking about that. So then have a good news because work life balance will make you more, not less successful. Okay, so being consistent will not make you less successful. There's a misconception. Uh, there's a misconception that balance doesn't work for those who want to be successful. Okay, but it's just not true. It's just BS. Okay, and it's based on a common misconception that work life balance is about settling for less. Never, ever, ever in your life settle for less. If you say you want to build, you want to buy, let's just say you're renting. But let's say let's say you're renting. Okay, so let's say you're renting, but you know you can buy a house. Well, don't settle for renting. Buy that house. Okay, and then when that house is not enough, buy a bigger one. So never settle for less. Okay, work life balance is about creating a life on terms by prioritizing and focusing what's most important to you. So, what is important to you? Is it lots of money? Is it family time? Here's my deal: you can't put a price tag on family or time. Period. You can never get time back. If somebody asks me how much is my time worth, that's worth it's. I can't put a price tag on it, but if I had to, let's just say it's $1 million a minute. Sounds crazy, but that's the price of time. Because I can never get it back. You'll never get your time back. Okay. So ensuring your own well-being, thereby enabling you to serve others to the best of your ability and being in control of your life. So, isn't that what true success is? Besides a balanced lifestyle, makes you more well-rounded, makes you more of a creative thinker and more productive, and that means that you'll have the ability to succeed even more in both your personal life and your professional life. Period. For these reasons, great leaders understand the importance of work life balance for themselves. And negativity, I'm going to tell you right now, negative bullshit never builds a business. Negative bullshit keeps you where you're at, dealing with the drama and bullshit of people that just constantly want to be miserable. You're never going to get ahead with people like that. Never, ever. And they can think that they can say forever that they want to leave, they don't want to live somewhere or whatever, but they're going to be stuck there forever if they continue to be miserable in their life. If they continue to make, if you continue, if you're that kind of person and you make your life miserable every day, that negativity affects everything around you in the universe. Period. Okay. And now I'm not the damn Buddhist. Okay. I believe in God. That's me. You believe in whatever you want to believe in. But I'm just telling you that positive. So what you think becomes reality. So Garrett White said the stories that you tell yourself is the life you live. So if you go around and say, I'll never be this, I'll never be that, I'll always be fat, I'll never be smart, I'll never get out of here, I'll never have a better lifestyle. Okay, I'm tired of doing it all. If that's what you tell yourself, then that's what you become. These are facts. Y'all can call me a bunch of bullshit, whatever, but I know that it's true. Okay, I recommend that you watch The Secret, Dare to Succeed. I think that's what it's called, something like that. It's on Amazon Prime. It's a hell of a good movie. There's also an app and there's an audio book with Amazon. You can get listening to The Secret. There's also, I think it might be on Netflix. No, it's not on Netflix. It's on Amazon, and it's called The Secret. And listen to it too. So there's the movie The Secret, Dare to Dream or Succeed, but there's the movie called Just The Secret, and that goes over a bunch of entrepreneurs talk about the positive mindset, that negative Nancy is not going to get you anywhere. You're going to be stuck where you're at forever if that's what you continue to believe. Okay? If you believe that your wife's a piece of shit, then she's going to be a piece of shit. If you believe that your kids are never going to succeed, they're never going to succeed. You just putting that thought into perspective. So, on that note, here's what I say: does anybody have any questions? If you do have any questions or comments, could you please leave them below? We'll answer them now. We normally wait till the end of the stream. If you're watching a replay, please leave comments. We'll reply to them. You can also direct message me, or people call it DM. But the only way I'm going to pay attention to the direct message is if you're part of our group. Okay. If you're a part of one of those followers, it's the only way. Sorry. I'm not really sorry either. Because here's the deal, I want to help the people that are in our group because I know those people that are in the group want to do something with their life. So, that being said, you can get some good stuff over in our Facebook group. I've already kind of covered that. The other thing is join our Facebook group, Everlasting Creators. We've had the link is in the comments section. You can catch us over on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, our own website, and TikTok. Um, so if you found any value in anything that we've talked about tonight, I just ask that you please just like and share anything, and remember that we go live every night at 8 o'clock